Hey guys, TJ here. I'm signing back on to Detective Pikachu. We're still investigating well, now it's the case of the missing violin, not the destroyed one. And it's more than likely that the culprit created a fake alibi. That's right. The culprit must have used some sort of trick to create a fake alibi. That being said, I don't think anyone working in the studio or sub-control room had the time to do anything elaborate like that. I agree. Our suspects are the people who were moving around on their own. That's 4 people. Max, Olga, Keith, and Amelia. Got in my throat. I just started. You don't think Amelia is... I know how you feel. But the detective has to keep an objective view of everything. Still, we could use some more information. Now that I think about it, Mimikyu had snuck out of the Pokemon dressing room and was wandering around, right? Maybe if we talk to it, it'll help shed some light on the situation. Let's go find Mimikyu. Mimikyu is not here. Wasn't this the room Mimikyu was in? This is Olga's room. I don't know why Mimikyu would... Well, Mimikyu probably would be here, but Perugly would probably be having a fucking fit over it. Have you seen Mimikyu, Hoothoot?
Woo!
No, you have nothing about Mimikyu. Did Mimikyu go back? Mimikyu might have gone backstage, or he's in Max's room. Probably be having a field day with Chatot. Mimikyu! Where are you? Isn't this just how it goes? The one time you need someone, you can't find them. Mimikyu. There you are. You were wandering around the dressing rooms during the rehearsal, right? Do you think you could tell us more about that time? So you visited the dressing room for Perugly's partner, right? What happened then? Someone kicked the door when you knocked. I'm betting that was Perugly. Perugly's too narrow-minded? Pretty sure it was in a bad mood because you were pounding on the door. You should go make up later. Perugly's partner got mad at you? You mean Olga was in Max's dressing room? You got yelled at when you knocked on the door, you say. You heard, "Get out of my way!" Was that really Olga? I mean, Olga said she was in her own dressing room, and Max didn't say anything about her being in his room either. Hey, Mimikyu, did you go into the dressing room at all? You ran away as fast as you could? Well, I guess we have no way of knowing what was really going on then. It would have nothing to do with you as always. Man, looks like it took the rejection hard. Don't be so depressed. I bet you'll get another chance soon. He's right. If you're that motivated, I bet everyone will realize you've got talent someday. Don't worry too much.
So there's a fake alibi, and there's Mimikyu's knock to consider too.
What are you thinking, Pikachu?
Yes, of course. It all makes sense now.
A bolt of brilliance!
boy. The culprit used a trick to make us believe he was somewhere else when he was actually backstage. A trick? That's right. Amelia provided an alibi for the culprit, so she can help us figure it out. Come on, Tim. There's something I'd like you to show me, Amelia. Sure. What do you need? You mentioned that you knocked on the doors for Olga and Max's dressing rooms when you visited them. Do you think you could show me exactly how? Well, sure, but it's not like I did anything special. I just knocked 3 times. Any staff member at GNN would do the same thing. So that's the trick the culprit used. Tim, now's the time to gather everyone in the studio. Yeah.
I figured out the truth behind the accident.
What are you saying? That one of us here is the culprit?
Yeah, just what do you mean the truth? We're all friends here. Can't say I appreciate the insinuation.
Come on now. Let's allow Tim to speak his mind.
Thank you, Hero. Here it is. I'm not one to mince words. The culprit is...
Go on. You know who it is, don't you?
Uh-oh. Okay, Olga was actually in Max's room.
What's that? I guess I still have a lot to teach you. Why don't you give that another try?
Okay, then it is Olga.
What's that? I guess
no?
I still have a lot to teach you.
Then it's Max?
Why don't you give that another try?
God,
Max, it's you. You're the one.
What? Oh, come on. Is this some kind of prank? What on earth would I have to gain from busting up someone's violin?
Nothing. If the violin really was broken. But it isn't broken. That one was a fake, wasn't it?
A fake violin? Oh, what an imagination. How could you come up with a theory like that?
You tell him, Tim.
What is the proof? The message on the inside.
We checked the pieces of the violin, but there wasn't a message on them anywhere. Karina told us that her violin had a message written on it from her grandfather, which means the broken one couldn't be hers.
A written message? I never noticed such a thing on it.
Right. That's because it's written on the inside. It's something only Karina could know, since she watched the violin being made.
Right. As a child, I played at my grandfather's workshop. He inscribed a special message for me, and it was written on the inside.
You see? And now that proves the broken violin must have been a fake.
But where's the real one?
I think Max probably knows.
But no, I haven't done anything. Listen, the whole time the violin was backstage, I was in my dressing room. How could I be in 2 places at once?
Oh boy, this is where you take down his alibi.
Which testimony disproves Olga in the dressing room?
Come on.
Come
We
on.
got this far, don't mess
Maybe
up.
you said. Don't come on me. Mimikyu in the hallway.
Come on.
Pikachu.
We got this far, don't mess up.
Actually, my guess is it was Chatot in the dressing room. You probably used a trick like this.
Gotcha! I'll be right out!
Oh, yes, that's exactly what I heard.
Admit it! Admit it!
Chatot, be quiet!
You just made it seem like you were still in that room. And then you swapped the real violin that was backstage with a fake.
Oh.
You have to admit it! You have to admit it!
I had no choice. My popularity's been sagging. I wasn't sure the show would get picked up again. And if it didn't, I knew I'd be let go. I couldn't pay back my debts. I'd be finished.
Oh, Max. You were wrong. I was going to have you continue as our host.
What? But everything I did.
Was for
I'm
nothing.
really sorry, Max. But I'm afraid I'm going to have to call the police.
What a fool he was. In the end, he was the one who didn't believe in his own talent.
Hey, you guys! I found the videos.
About time.
What's wrong? Why is everyone hanging out here?
I'm sorry.
So Max was the culprit all along.
And that's case closed. Now, let's get back on track. Check the video.
Mako's finally back with the video. Let's go to the sub-control room and watch it. Maybe he'll show us some clues. Okay, let's check this out.
Let's play the whole thing through.
Charizard's in
Remember,
front. We've got a
keep
good
your
shot
eyes
of
on
it.
Charizard.
Yeah.
The daytime parade is now starting. Everyone is excited to see the popular Pokemon of the park marching by. Who better to lead than Charizard? We've been told the theme of this year's
Hey,
parade is
look at that
change.
balloon.
Oh.
Charizard's eyes turn red.
Yeah. Aura was used after all.
Why is this happening?
This is terrible.
I don't know, but it's a great scoop.
But it's too dangerous. We need to get out of here.
You're right. We have no choice. That's the whole video.
Exactly how we heard it from the Pokemon at Fine Park.
Yeah.
Did you find out anything?
Maybe. There was something I noticed.
Right, the scene with the balloon. Right there.
Better to lead than Charizard. We've been told the theme of this year's
The balloon
parade.
popped.
Maybe it had R inside. Tim, zoom in on the balloon, and then play it backwards in slow motion.
Okay.
It looks like a needle or something flew at the balloon.
You're right.
But where did it come from? Rewind it a little more.
Ja, niet meer met mijn naam really but it's is in over
Stop there!
Hey, that's Skorupi. And that man.
Right. The Pokemon at Fine Park told us a man with the Skorupi was after Harry.
You know, that looks almost like it could be Keith.
What? Keith was there? Working with you?
No, not with us. I don't think he was even working at GNN back then.
Mako's right. He only joined us about 6 months ago.
So, it was Keith who caused the incident? He's the one who went after my dad?
Looks like it. And he was hiding in plain sight. Let's go capture Keith.
Who'd have thought Keith was the culprit? Yeah, he fooled us all. It's possible they even knew about Max's plan, and used it to try and take you out. Me? Think back to when the violin got busted. Why did we end up helping out in the first place? Well, because Keith had made a mistake about scheduling us to Pokemon and... Oh. That's right. There was another suspicious point about his behavior. You know what that was? Which one was it? Did he look after the Yanma? I'm already forgetting things. Shit. He did show Tim where to stand. I'm glad you remember. Keith told you where to stand when I was going to bring out the violin. He must have known that that was where the camera would fall. Do you think Keith and Max were working together? It's not possible. Can't rule it out anyway. Why would Keith... No. Now isn't the time to be asking questions. We need to catch Keith first. Let's go, Pikachu. Yeah. There he is! Keith! Don't let him get away. We've got to go after him, Tim. Right. Blast! Where'd he go? Pikachu, look! The roof! Let's go.
Stop, Keith! You can't get away!
We'll just have to see about that now, won't we? Skorupi, keep them busy.
Sky! Tim! Watch out for its poison sting!
You missed. Oh well, help is on its way. Perfect timing, Neuburn. Now, could you blast them away?
Get down low, Tim!
Oh, damn it!
Pikachu!
I thought it was going to be a... I thought it was gonna...
Pikachu!
Oh, who was that?
Tim, are you alright?
Reinforcements. Neuburn, time to go! Farewell, Detective. I hope you'll go easier on me next time.
Blast! Got away.
All that work for nothing.
Nope. It wasn't for nothing, Tim. Look at this.
Huh? The locket?
That's right. Not just any old locket. It has a little secret.
What do you mean?
Well, unless I'm mistaken, this locket should contain a clue left by Harry. He got away this time. Too bad. You never know. There could be a clue hidden in this locket.
Chapter 7. Rhyme Wharf.
That same dream again.
Pikachu, what's up? It's way too early.
Tell me about it. I'm so sorry to wake you, but I think I'm forgetting something. I promise. Hey!
You ready, Tim? Let's head over to Baker's place. They should be done with their analysis of the locket. Yeah, the locket we gave them yesterday. I wonder what kinds of secrets it held. Who knows? Let's hope it has some clue for us. Let's get going. Go to Baker's office. Because that sound was a camera. So it's likely that there is something...
Who would have thought the locket was a camera? But here they are, the pictures we developed from it. And you know what this tells me? Harry almost had it figured out.
Look at that.
Yep, that's most likely R. And some warehouses, too.
It's too bad we can't tell where this is.
You know, I've seen this building before. This is Rhyme Wharf.
We'll go check it out. The culprits could still be there. Maybe using it as a hideout.
Oh, brother. I hope he doesn't start with that whole "it's too dangerous" spiel.
All right, take Excelgor with you.
Huh?
You remember, it's my partner. I'm not gonna tell you to stop investigating, Tim. But since you were attacked at the TV station, it's the very least I can do. Excelgor is quite dependable. If you run into any trouble, send it back and I'll get help.
Excelcel!
We will, Mr. Baker. Excelgor, thank you.
Selgor.
Tim, wasn't this guy really shy before? Hope it's not a problem.
We'll be on our way.
Well, I guess we don't have much of a choice, do we? Come on, Excelgor. I'll teach you the basics of detective work.
Cell.
For some reason, I can just imagine Excelgor just telling Pikachu, please shut up.
Fletch?
Yeah, of course we're still investigating. We're going to find clues on Harry's whereabouts. You'll see. I meant to leave.
It's a lot bigger than I thought it was.
Wharfs tend to
No
be.
kidding.
Let's look for that area in the photo. Wow, what a huge ship!
It's probably here for the parade today.
Now that's a true luxury liner. I'll bet the food is really good too. Not to mention the coffee afterwards.
Selgor Sal.
What? Bitter? Coffee is practically a detective's trademark.
Selgor.
Pikachu, what are you doing?
Just giving Excelgor a lesson in detective etiquette.
Right.
Anyway, we should probably start gathering testimony.
Selgor. Selgor Sal.
Huh? Where's Excelgor going?
It said it's not good at communicating.
I guess it really is shy.
Well, that's no good. It's supposed to be here helping us out.
I mean,
Hey, Tim!
I swear that Excelgor. Well, I hope you know why we're here. Why did we come here? To investigate the warehouses. That's right. To investigate the warehouses. We need to find the exact warehouse that's in Harry's photo and see what it can show us. First, we need to have a good look at the photos and figure out what we need to ask. Huh. Why do we only have one photo? What happened to the rest of them? Oh, I kept the photo of the warehouse, but Excelgor is holding the rest. What? How are we supposed to gather testimony then? Well, I guess we need to find Excelgor first then. Yeah, I bet it will come out if we go to an area with fewer people.
Let's start by gathering testimony.
Thank you, Pikachu. Oh, there's Excelgor.
Sal.
Could you not just disappear all of a sudden? We're a team, right? Now, let's see what clues we can find in those photos. A man standing in a wharf. That's a pretty buff guy. Yeah. His shoulders seem twice as wide as mine. So we don't have to tangle with him head on. Sal! And if we do, you'll save us? Gee. Thanks. I feel so much better now. Wonder if those are the man's containers. Yeah, it's not clear if they were just unloaded or about to be loaded onto the ship, but looks like he's definitely at Rhyme Wharf. Okay, photo of the warehouse. Is he one of the workers of the warehouse? Looks like he's giving orders to the Pokemon. Is that stuff from the warehouse? Yeah, seems like I'm moving it out. And there's a man by the entrance. Looks like they're opening the gate. Yeah, they probably have the whole place fenced off. Pretty heavy security. It's a warehouse. Could be their hideout. Yeah, we need to find this building and see what it's hiding. For that, we need to gather testimony. Sal, you'll leave that to us? Don't worry, that was the plan to begin with. This is Keith. Yeah, he sure looks full of himself here. This is the guy who acted all spineless at GNN. I wonder who he is. Looks like he was speaking with Keith. Must be one of Keith's men. Let's see if we can find out more about him, too. The date says this was taken 3 days before my dad's accident. I see. Sounds like Harry was really staking this area out and trying to get Keith. Other photos inside the warehouse. Oh, you can do the... Let's see. The date and time on this one is... Hey, it's the date of my dad's accident. Looks like this was taken 12 hours before it happened. Sneaking into the hideout like that. Harry shouldn't have been so reckless. Huh. I was there too? Blast, I can't remember anything. This guy doesn't have anything. Yeah, must be a supervisor or something. It looks like they're carrying things that don't go on the conveyor belts. Yeah, but man, look at those Pokemon. I bet they're all sweaty and stinky. Looks like things are being carried into the warehouse by conveyor belts. Those are pretty small boxes. I wonder what's in them. This must be the second floor. Yeah, first floor looks like some kind of workshop, and looks like the second one is storage. Is this guy a scientist? I thought with Carlos was the only one working with art, but I guess they had other help too. Yeah, Carlos had given Keith his research data, right? It wouldn't be surprising if Keith had shared that data with this guy. I wonder what those machines are for. Are they both the same thing? Could they be machines that make art? Who knows? What's wrong, Pikachu? You've gone awfully quiet. I don't know, just looking at this gave me the feeling I have something important to do. Is it a memory of when you came with Dad? Nah, feels too odd for that. Photo was taken 11 hours before my dad's accident. 11 hours? A man in a lab coat. What's wrong, Pikachu? Oh, sorry, I was spacing out there. Sal! What do you mean be more serious? I'm always serious. This has got to be R. I didn't realize they'd made so much of it. Yeah, Harry must have found this somewhere in the hideout. Sal! This is me, right? Yeah. You must have been with him too. Don't you remember anything? Nah, I can't remember anything. But looking at this photo makes you feel... uneasy. Check the time on this one. It's 10 hours before Dad had his accident. Is this inside their hideout? What could have happened? Is this when he was found out by Keith? I didn't... Like... Here's a date here. Week before Harry had his accident. It's pretty clear this guy is involved with R too, since he bothered to take a photo. It's the day Harry had his accident, so Dad came here before the accident. Maybe you were with him. Yeah, can't remember anything, but maybe this is where Keith noticed us. date says this was taken 3 days before my dad's accident. I see. Sounds like Harry was really sticking out the area, sticking this area out, trying to get Keith. I fucking swear I can fucking read. Okay.
Macho! Macho!
You're bored because the ship hasn't arrived? You want to get to work, huh? Come on. Your job is to move the containers off the ship, huh? Ah, it's good training. Much. And it makes everyone happy? Well, that's good to hear. Hey, are you taking a break too? Not a lot to do until the next ship comes in, huh? You need to find this warehouse because you're looking for someone? Huh. Sorry, the photo doesn't really tell me much. There are so many warehouses around here. Oh, I see. Are there really that many warehouses around the wharf? Well, yeah, it's called the warehouse area for a reason. Oh, I know. Take a look at this. A map? Thank you. Oh, you can have it. Have a look here. The 3 areas around the wharf are all full of warehouses. If it's only 3 areas, I think we can cover them all. How many warehouses are there in total? Let's say about 100. That many? Yeah, each area has at least 30 warehouses. We'd be here for days if we wanted to check all of them. Don't think I've seen any of these people before. Sorry to not be more help. Oh, no, thanks for having a look.
Hey, Tim!
According to the map, the warehouse district around Rhyme Wharf is divided into... Oh, hey, Rabbita! These areas. Yeah, and each one looks pretty big. Now, how do we find the exact warehouse that's in the photo? I think we need to gather more information. I agree. Let's find out more about the warehouse district itself first.
There are 3 areas with warehouses. But where's the warehouse in the photo? Let's gather information.
Hello, Rattata. What are you running around for? Rattata! What? You want to get on the ship? You mean that container ship there? Rattata! Oh, so there's lots of tasty things on board. Please don't tell me you're thinking of sneaking in there as well, Pikachu. Of course not. I may like good snacks, but not enough to become a stowaway. Trying to get into the ship by climbing the rope. You always get bounced back, and near the end, there's some kind of decoration or something on the rope. That must get in the way. Yeah, you're never gonna get him if you just keep trying the same approach. See, if you don't succeed the first time, you need to stop and think about why. And then you change how you go about it. If you keep that up, you'll eventually succeed. Got it? Yeah, that's the spirit. Pelipper! What am I doing? I'm waiting for the notice to come in. You see, I'm in charge of communication between the container ships and dock crew. So, once we've got the goods ready, I send the notice to the ship staff. What do you mean send? Do you just shout it out, or is there some sort of signal system? Oh, we use Pelipper. We put the notice in its beak and have it fly it over the ship. I swear to God, I can read. I swear. You say you're looking for this warehouse? Sorry, can't help you there. All the warehouses and areas look pretty much the same. I see. Well, thank you anyway. Just such a huge place. Each of the areas deal with different goods too. I think areas A and B dealt with machinery mostly. Got it, thank you.
This is where they store machinery.
We have one more thing to ask you about. You wanna know if I recognize these people? Yes, if you know even one of them. Hey, I think I've seen this pair somewhere. Really? Please, tell us anything you remember. Let's see. It was about 2 months ago. They were unloading a machine from a ship. A machine? What kind of machine? I don't remember what it looked like, but it must have been expensive. The scrawny guy in the photo kept nagging the carriers to not damage it. What in the world did Keith bring in? I bet it has something to do with R. Pepper.
Pella Pella! Pella Pella! Pella Pella?
Pala pala. Pala pala. And it says it's a carrier. It takes letters in its mouth and delivers them to the ship. All the way up there? Seems like a lot of work. Yeah, I'm impressed it doesn't just swallow the letters. There's Excelsior. And a couple of Machamp. Hey, you! It's dangerous around here. We're unloading the containers right now. Try to get our way, okay? You wanna know which warehouse it is? You'll need more to go on than a photo. It might help to figure out what kinds of goods are stored there. Oh, sorry. Thanks for the advice. Seems like a photo wasn't enough to get a lead. Each area handles slightly different goods. I think areas A and C dealt with food. Thank you.
Well, it looks like these warehouse areas store food.
Which means A is purely machinery and food. Because I think there's only enough room for 2 things. Hey, I know this blonde guy. Could you tell us more about him? He drops by pretty often to load up the goods. Do you know where he comes from? I guess either area A or B. Why do you think so? Oh, it's because he always comes from the south. The southern road connects to areas A and B. Let me...
Chomp! Chomp!
Chomp. Hey there, I take you work here too? Chomp. You enjoy every minute of it, huh? It's definitely got a lot of energy. Yeah, very dedicated. Okay, now, well, Tim, sounds like the man in the photo with Keith has something to do with the warehouse after all. Yeah, I wonder who he could be. If we were told he comes here often to load up containers. That's right. If we can figure out what's in the containers he deals with, we might be able to narrow down where the warehouse is. Good idea. Let's give it a try. Alright, now, let's look into those containers.
It seems as though the man in the photo shows up around here a lot. Let's go gather testimony.
You need to know what goods he deals with? I can tell you he always uses blue containers. Don't know what's in them though. Thank you very much. Hey, don't mention it. You know, I bet the Machamp would know more about him than I do. They were staring at him a while. Last time he dropped by. Must be his muscles. What Machamp?
Chomp!
You guys know anything about the containers this guy deals with? Chomp. He was speaking to one of the Machamp you work with. Thanks for the info. Maybe this Machamp? Well, I can't get to that Machamp. Oh, wait.
Chomp!
Sorry to bug you while you're working. We're trying to find out about what this guy deals with. Jam. He asked you to carry some of his containers. Really? Jam. You wouldn't forget a person with such wonderful muscles? Oh, what kind of luggage did he have you carry? Jam. You smelled really bad? Jam. Oh, you got too excited and accidentally dropped the container, huh? And its contents went everywhere. Man, the whole area made the whole area stink, and you got scolded by the guy too, huh? Sounds like you had a rough time. I wonder what the contents were. Okay, let's see. Ask around about the people. You want to know more about the container the man in the photo's dealing with? Well, I only saw it once, so I can't say much. Anything about the goods handled in this area in general would also be very helpful. I know a bit about that. They're sorted by color. The blue containers have a... You know, I can't remember. Let me check. The guy's in the ship. Hey, Pelipper! Pelipper? Would you fly over there with this letter? Pelipper? Yes, I had that go just in case. Welcome back, Pelipper. I see you brought the response with you too. Pelipper! Great, thanks, Pelipper. Okay, we got the answer right here. The blue containers are for food, the red ones are for oil, and the green ones are for machinery. Thank you very much for everything. It was a huge help. The letter was all slimy with drool. This is always how they communicate. Okay, I just noticed how long I've been going. Sometimes you really get into something. Alright, well, we'll continue our investigation in the next episode. Till then, I'm signing off. Bye-bye.